Let's do another Market Chameleon tutorial. This time I'm gonna go over some earnings and also the dividends. If you remember from my last video, I talked about 98% YieldMax fund. I had some time to do some homework and learn about it. And guess what? I put some money in my Roth IRA. I bought two funds. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Not a financial advice. Let's read the disclaimer and let's get this to it. Feel free to read all about it and know that this is not a financial advice. It's for educational purposes only, and you can lose all your money trading either stock or options and all that. It depends. Let's get started. I want to show you where Market Chameleon shines other than all the basically trade ideas that you can do. For example, Tesla, we still have the trade idea from last week, the put spread. Sell the 200, buy the 195, something like that. Was like 99% chance win rate. Tesla at over 250, it still has over 20% cushion. Crazy stuff. You haven't watched it, go check my last videos. But it tells you all the active options. We got Mara from Bitcoin that went up 18% today. Let's see the trades that they have just before we get to it. The price today 24.5. And you can sell for, it's actually depends on Bitcoin, but still for the next 2 weeks or so, less than 2 weeks, July 26, you sell the 23 put, you buy the 22 put, and as long as Mara and Marathon Digital, as long as Bitcoin stays stable and up, let's say, you can make, let's say, 30 bucks, 33 bucks instead of 26. This is where Market Chameleon shines. You risk the difference between 100 bucks minus this, 73% chance to win. If you change this to other stuff, win rate by edge and all that, and you can do Palantir, it's up to you. I mean, this wasn't the focus of this video. I just love to see 80% and 90%. Let's see the QQQ, 99%. You gotta love this. 496, you sell the 530 calls, you buy the 535, and as long as Nasdaq doesn't go up, what is this, 7% from here, in the next, I don't know, 3 weeks or so, you gold. You got 11 bucks. Sure, it's not a lot, but it is like 10 contracts is 110 compared to 0, which is the actual value. So something to consider. Now, let's get on with it. I want to show you first of all, if you go to stocks and if you go to Future X dividend date, this is what we've done in the last video. And if you change this one to next, let's say 7 days, this is what I start to do. And that's how I got to the YieldMax ETF funds. And if you change this by yield, okay, so it will go click twice. You see here, ULTY, this is what I bought basically to my Roth IRA, this and CONY, CONY, which is Coinbase. Again, not a financial advice. Go watch some YouTube, go read about the fund and see what's going on. But ULTY, they basically, it's a play on volatility. They do some covered calls on implied volatility, high implied volatility stocks. I couldn't believe it at the beginning, but then I saw that, yeah, it's interesting. There's a lot of pros and cons, a lot of people talking about it. I'm sold, not financial advice, but I bought some ULTY for my own account and we'll see how it goes. And you see ex-dividend date is on the 17th, which is basically, what is today? 2 days from now. And it gives you $1.13. I think it's estimated. It's not sure because it's not here. See, there's like a finger here, asterisk, I think that's the name. So it's 113. You get YieldMax and YieldMax. They all, like those three are going on the 17th of around every month. And the other 20, 30 ETFs, something like that, are going away in like the beginning of the month, like around the 7th, something like that, which I missed. But I bought the CONY after for Coinbase, up 5% today. And also distribution around 90%, something like that, which is insane, and paid monthly. And if you click here, it tells you more details. And price today, 14.30. My average is around 14 bucks, something like that. And you got dividend yield. Again, when you think about the 95%, your first thought is, hey, what is this scam? That's the first thought. But then you dig deeper and you start to see, it actually makes sense what they're doing. What they're doing actually makes sense. And if you hear all the like old school, and I'm moving from old school, which I never liked. I never liked listening to a financial advisor. I never had one. I always use my own decision to make trades. But basically, the old school says, hey, buy some good aristocrat dividend stock that pays 3%, and for 30 years later, you got your ROI. 33 years later, you got your money back plus appreciation from the stock, sure, but you could be dead. So what's the point? Okay, that's the reality where we live. And this one, like ULTY and CONY and Misty for what's his name, the Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin. I said it many times before. But when the ETF for ETH comes along, and I'm sure once it will be approved, then YieldMax will do an ETF about ETH, something like that. Tons of people will go into it, myself included. So basically, that's all there is. It's an ETF. It pays you $1. Think about it. It pays you, estimate $1.13. Price today $14, $14.30, which is about 90%, 95%, exactly that. Exactly that. And if you go to Yahoo Finance and you look at the distribution, maybe it's in here. Okay, so that's the history of the stock. Not for the here we go, dividend. You see 113, that was in June. 14 a month before that, 127, 140, 106, and just started like 6 months ago. So that's one that I put my money in. And this is like the YMAG is the Magnificent 7, the biggest 7 stocks everyone loves. This is all the funds that they have, like the funds of funds. They have like 30 or something. So this is like something like that. I haven't put my money in YMAX, but I want to add a little. Look at this, 38%, 43. And if you go next 30 days, you will see all those funds. Again, here's ULTY again, but here you go, Misty. Okay, it tells you the name. I forgot the name. That they just did a split, a 10-to-1 option covered call. Okay, about that Mr. Okay, the MicroStrategy. There we go, MicroStrategy. So it's basically a right cover calls on MicroStrategy. This one is on Bitcoin ETF. Look at this, 91%, 90% CONY. This is what I got. Okay, CONY is what I got, paying 90%, and you see. Let me show you the dividend. It tells you first of all the about. You will see about the price gains of coins. So basically covered calls about Coinbase. If I'm bullish crypto, which I am, but I'm out of the crypto specific, instead of buying Coinbase specifically, you could, of course, but this is an option to buy instead of Coinbase. You can buy this and get 86.4%. Estimate $1.54 per share, but the share price is $20. So this is crazy stuff. If you look at the dividends, 157, July 5. This was like a week ago, 10 days ago. 169, 228, 280, 166, 269. The crazy numbers. And it's been here almost a year. I think in October it all started. Nvidia is up 49% the dividend, and the price, it started at 20 and now the price is like almost 30, 28.6. And you see the dividend of Nvidia is also over $2.50, 256, 260, 260. Monsters of dividend, something to consider. I'm not recommending anything, but I'm happy that I have Market Chameleon to find me this dividend like search. Okay, that's what I've done. I go back to the next 7 days. This is what we got. We got those free from YieldMax. Go Google YieldMax ETF and learn all about it. I'm in ULTY and CONY, as I said. And if you see here the implied volatility of I like the ULTY one because they hold like 20 or something plus coins 20 plus stocks, and they change it every day just based on implied volatility, and it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. Look at this, for one day up 50%. This is crazy. The volume, the IV is up 50%. Crazy stuff, as they say. Anyway, as I said, Market Chameleon, you got 7 days free trial. You got yourself trade ideas. You got yourself all the active options. You got yourself seasonality bullish. All those stocks that are bullish. I love TJ Maxx. Every time that I go shopping for like clothes, which I hate to do, I never do it on a store. I only do it basically on Marshalls. That's what I do. Okay, and we got Berkshire up and all that stuff. You got bullish opportunities, bearish opportunities. Go check it out. You got dividends and you also got earnings, which is where we are as of now. Look for today's opportunity. I like to start the morning, check, and basically screen. We'll do this real quick. Theoretical edge, click twice, and you see all those theoretical edge. Feel free to pick and choose and do some research if this was valuable. 7 days trial. I'll see you next time.